Hello everyone. Now we are going to do some questions of financial statement analysis. So let's start. First question. The balance sheet provides information about financial position of an enterprise over a period of time, during a period of time, for a period of time, at a point of time. So this is an easy question. At a point of time, balance sheet of a company is required to be prepared in the format given in Schedule 3 Part 2 Part 1 Part 3 Table A. Schedule 3 Part 1. Schedule 3 Part 2 is used for P&L statement. That is statement of P&L. Okay. As per Companies Act, the balance sheet of a company is required to be presented in horizontal form, vertical form, either horizontal or vertical, neither of the above. Vertical form. Which of the following is not required to be prepared under the Companies Act? Statement of P&L, balance sheet, report of directors and auditors, funds flow statement. Very nice question. Please mark it as star mark question. So funds flow statement would be the correct answer. It's a very nice question. According to prescribed order of assets in a company's balance sheet, dash assets should be shown first of all. So first of all, non-current assets should be shown, then non-current assets should be shown. So 5A would be the answer. In a company's balance sheet, dash appear under the head non-current assets. So goodwill, yes, it is an intangible asset. Patents, yes. Vehicles, yeah, it is a tangible asset, and these two are intangible assets. So all are non-current assets, all of the above. 6D would be the answer. 7th. Calls in arrears appear in a company's balance sheet under reserve and surplus, shareholders' funds, contingent liabilities, short-term borrowings. It's again a very nice question. Can be asked in the examinations. Okay, so correct answer would be shareholders' funds. Calls in advance appear in a company's balance sheet under calls in advance. It's a current liability for us. So yeah, option B would be the correct answer. Short-term borrowings appear in a company's balance sheet under the head short-term borrowings. So it's again current liability. Non-current liabilities are long-term borrowings. Okay. So next we will move to 10th question. Public deposit appear in a company's balance sheet under public deposits. These are long-term borrowings. We might be knowing about it. So 10, correct answer would be D. Goodwill appear in a company's balance sheet under the subhead. Goodwill is an intangible asset. So yeah, intangible asset. 11C would be the correct answer. Loose tools appear in the company's balance sheet under the head of the subhead. They are current assets. Under that, it comes under inventory. Yeah, inventory. Yeah, stores and spare parts are also a part of inventory. Share forfeiture account appears in a company's balance sheet under the subhead share forfeiture account. That's a nice question. Again, yeah. So it it appears in a company's balance sheet under the subhead share capital. Share forfeiture account appears in a company's balance sheet under the subhead share capital. Expenses allowed on issue of shares appears in a company's balance sheet under expenses allowed on issue of shares. So it is an unamortized expenditure. Okay. Securities premium reserve. So it is the easy question. Reserve and surplus में आ गई. 15D would be the correct answer. Prepaid expenses appear in a company's balance sheet under the subhead prepaid expenses other current assets में आते हैं. So yes, option A is the correct answer. 16 का A. 17th one. Dash appear in a company's balance sheet under the subhead short-term provision. So provision for doubtful debts आते हैं, provision for tax आता है. So इसमें provision for tax दिया हुआ है. So yes, 17B would be the correct answer. Unpaid dividend is other current liability. Calls in advance is other current liability. Interest accrued but not due on borrowings are all these are other current liabilities. Provision for tax is short-term provision. Provision for tax appear in a company's balance sheet under the subhead short-term provisions. अभी पिछली क्वेश्चन में देखा अभी हम लोगों ने. Okay. Bills receivables appear in a company's balance sheet under the subhead बिल्स रिसीवेबल्स, तो ये तो हमारे करंट एसेट होते हैं, उसके अंदर भी ट्रेड रिसीवेबल्स में आते हैं। 19 सी वुड बी द करेक्ट आंसर। ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट्स अपीयर इन अ कंपनीज बैलेंस शीट अंडर द सबहेड ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट्स। हमारे नॉन करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स के पार्ट होते हैं ये, जिसमें हम लोग दो चीज़ पढ़ते हैं, ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट और अदर नॉन करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट। 20 बी वुड बी द करेक्ट आंसर। ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट का मतलब ऐसी इन्वेस्टमेंट जो कि अपने ही बिजनेस को बढ़ाने के लिए की जाए, उसे ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट बोलते हैं बेसिकली। क्लेम्स अगेंस्ट द कंपनी नॉट एक्नॉलेज्ड एज डेट्स इज शोन अंडर द हेड, इसे हम लोग कंटिजेंट लायबिलिटी बोलते हैं। यस, ऑप्शन डी वुड बी द करेक्ट आंसर। ठीक है, और भी होता है कंटिजेंट लायबिलिटी, जैसे बिल्स रिसीवेबल है, मैच्योर होने से पहले उसको डिस्काउंट करा लिया गया तो डिस्काउंटेड बाय बैंक, तो उसमें होता है ना कि हो सकता है पार्टी वाले पे ना कर पाए, इंसॉल्वेंट हो जाए, तो फिर वो जो डर बना रहता है कि हो सकता है कि ये हम लोगों को लाइबिलिटी बाद में बियर करनी पड़े, तो कंटिजेंट लाइबिलिटी बोलते हैं उसी को, विच में अराइज इन फ्यूचर, हैज़ अ पॉसिबिलिटी टू अराइज इन फ्यूचर बेसिकली। अनक्लेम डिविडेंड अपीयर्स इन अ कंपनीज बैलेंस शीट अंडर द सब हेड अनक्लेम डिविडेंड, अभी हम लोग ने देखा ऊपर, तो मैंने बताया था अदर करेंट लाइबिलिटी में इसको लेते हैं। 22 का सी हो जाएगा। इंटरेस्ट accrued and due on debentures appear in a company's balance sheet under the subhead interest accrued and due on debentures. Yeah, so it appears under short-term borrowings, trade payables, other current liabilities, short-term provisions. So yeah, it would come under other current liabilities. No, interest accrued and due. Yeah, so 23 C would be the answer. Interest accrued but not due on loans. Again, it would be also part of other current liability only. Same type of question. Either it is due or not due, it is accrued, so it would be considered as the current liability. No? Yeah. So let's move on to 25th question. 6% debentures appear in a company's balance sheet under the subhead. So 6% debentures. These are long-term borrowings. Yeah. So option D would be the correct answer. Interest accrued on investments appear in a company's balance sheet under the subhead. Interest accrued on investments now. So please be careful while answering this question, and the answer would be other current assets. We might have studied about it. So 26 C would be the correct answer. Accumulated dividend arrears on preference shares is shown in the company's balance sheet as accumulated dividend arrears. So means which you would be receiving soon. So correct answer would be commitments, since it is a commitment made by the company. Okay. So yes, question number 28. 5,009% debentures redeemable within 12 months of the date of balance sheet will be shown under. So redeemable within 12 months है, तो यानी कि हमारी क्या हो गई, तो अभी की लाइबिलिटी, तो करंट लाइबिलिटी का पार्ट हुआ, करंट लाइबिलिटी में आता है, करंट लाइबिलिटी में जाता है। ऑप्शन सी वुड बी द करेक्ट आंसर। विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज कमिटमेंट? प्रपोज डिविडेंड, तो कंटिजेंट लाइबिलिटी। इंटरिम डिविडेंड ना। अनपेड अनक्लेम डिविडेंड, ये तो अदर करंट लाइबिलिटी। और डिविडेंड अरियर्स ऑन क्यूमुलेटिव प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स, हाँ ये हमारा कमिटमेंट होता है ना, कि अगर इस साल नहीं दे पाती कंपनी तो बोलती है वी वुड बी गिविंग यू फॉर द, अगले साल अगर देंगे तो दोनों साल का मिला के दे देंगे, तो ये कमिटमेंट होती है। तो ऑप्शन डी वुड बी द करेक्ट आंसर। सो विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आइटम्स इज शोन अंडर द हेड करेंट एसेट्स व्हाइल प्रिपेयरिंग द बैलेंस शीट ऑफ अ कंपनी? करंट एसेट्स के अंदर इसमें क्या दिखाते हैं? ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट, तो ये तो नॉन करंट एसेट है। अंडर राइटिंग कमीशन, इन्वेंट्रीज की लाइफ स्टॉक, तो देखिए इन्वेंट्रीज को हम लोग दिखाते हैं, इन्वेंट्रीज इज अ पार्ट ऑफ करंट एसेट। ठीक है, आज ये 30 का सी हो जाएगा आंसर। ओके, थैंक यू।